Now we are going to see solubility of gases in liquids. This solubility of gas in liquids, it is we can express it in terms of absorption coefficient. Expressed in terms of absorption coefficient. What is absorption coefficient means? The volume of gas in ml that can dissolve in 1 ml of liquid solvent at a given temperature and 1 atmosphere is known as solubility of gases in liquids or absorption coefficient. Once again, what's it? The volume of gas that can dissolve in the volume of gas in ml that can dissolve in 1 ml of liquid solvent at a given temperature and 1 atmosphere pressure is called absorption coefficient. Factors affect solubility of gas in liquids. So you see, according to absorption coefficient, at definition last two conditions we are using at given temperature and 1 atmosphere pressure. So in solubility of gases, both temperature and pressure plays an important role. But in solubility of solids in liquids, there is no pressure effect. Reason, what will happen? With increasing pressure, there is no compressibility nature of solid or liquid. That's why solubility of solid in liquid, there is no pressure effect. But here, solubility of gases in liquid, both temperature and pressure plays important role. First, what are the factors affect the solubility of gas in liquid? First, nature of solvent. So first one, nature of solute you take. Nature of solute. Second one, nature of solvent. Temperature. Fourth one, pressure. These are the factors affect solubility of gas in liquid. First one, we are going to see nature of solute. In this case, you see, gas is generally divided into easily liquefying gases, easily not liquefying gases. Based on that, you see, which gases are easily liquefying, such a gases are more soluble in water. Example, CO2 gas easily liquefied as compared to O2 and even H2. So that's why CO2 solubility is more compared to O2 and H2. Carefully, CO2 more soluble than O2 and O2 also little bit more soluble than hydrogen. Here simply remember, sir, when molecular mass increases slightly, what will happen? Its solubility also increases. Is it clear? That is the main point. Here one more point is, see, small extent of oxygen gas dissolved in water. Due to presence of this dissolved oxygen in water, aquatic life means aquatic plants and aquatic animals can sustain in water. Is it clear? With increasing temperature in summer season, oxygen quantity in water decreases. That's why what will happen? In summer season, aquatic life will destroy with increasing temperature. Now come to the nature of once again you see, nature of solute. Highly liquefying gases more easily soluble as compared to less liquefying gas. CO2 highly liquefying gas, easily soluble in water. Next, nature of solvent. Which gas is capable forming ions in aqueous solutions? Its solubility is more in water than other solvent. Example, HCl you take, sir. HCl when dissolved in water, what will happen? Immediately HCl dissociate into H plus and Cl minus ion. That's why HCl more readily dissolved in water, highly soluble in water. But same HCl gas when dissolved in benzene or other solvent, this HCl in this benzene cannot dissociate into ion. So HCl solubility in benzene is very less. HCl solubility in water is more. Simply here what we are telling, which gas capable to form ions in aqueous solution. Such a gas is more soluble in water than other solvent. Best example, HCl more soluble in water. Reason, HCl it can dissociate into ion in water, but same HCl gas not dissociate into ions in benzene solvent. So that is the nature of solvent. Next one, temperature. Now only we discussed aquatic life sustain in water due to presence of O2. This is related to this one only. So generally with increasing temperature, solubility of gases in solvent will be decreases. So if you are heating, dissolved oxygen also expelled out. Not only CO, oxygen, some other gases also expelled out. So direct simple point, with rising temperature, solubility of gases in solvents will be decreases. Lower temperature, more gases soluble. Next one, pressure effect. Effect of pressure in solubility of gases. Solubility of gases in liquids. So this is to understand on this pressure effect. Mainly scientist Henry worked out. On his name it is called Henry's law. Before going to this Henry's law, just we have to see this experiment. What that experiment? Carefully see. Sir, see, this is the one container. It is closed with one lid. In this some amount of solvent I taken. After taking, here over the surface of liquid, some gases. solvent, liquid. Here some amount of gas I am taken. This is piston. On this piston W1 weight I kept. Carefully see, sir. This over the surface of liquid some amount of gas I taken. Here one movable piston is there. With increasing pressure, here what will happen? The amount of solute dissolved in solution will be increases. Sir, in this piston when I applied more So you see, on this piston when applied some more weight, what will happen? Pressure increases, piston goes to down. When piston goes to down, the amount of gas soluble in liquid will increases. So here over the surface of liquid, partial pressure of the gas increases, solubility of gas in liquid will increases. Based on this experiment, Henry is proposing law. That law what we call, sir, Henry's law. According to Henry's law, how to define? You see, according to Henry's, the solubility of gas in solution is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas over the surface of liquid. Carefully see, if over the surface of liquid partial pressure of gas increases, more gas will be dissolved. Carefully listen. Means here what will happen? When pressure increases, more gas particles enter into the solution. Simultaneously, slowly gas particle will leave from the solution. After some time, what will happen? Initially come to here, solvent gas is present. When applied little bit pressure, solute gas molecules dissolved in gas molecule dissolved in solvent. Slowly rate of dissolution increases. After some time, some gas molecule leave from the solution, that is a rate of evaporation. After certain time, rate of dissolution equal to rate of evaporation. At that time, the quantity of gas dissolved in a particular solvent is going to constant at equilibrium. After a time equilibrium, rate of forward, rate of backward equal means in this dissolved gas is constant at constant temperature. Now on this more weight and applied, what will happen? Piston will be comes to down. Now rate of dissolution of gas increases rapidly. At the same time, after slowly rate of evaporation of gas also increase. Means here to here one new equilibrium is again established here. After a time equilibrium, the quantity of gas dissolved in this become constant. Okay, if the time is going on, inside the solution quantity of gas dissolved is no change. Carefully see, sir, how much gas dissolved inside. This is to find. Here one law he proposed. What that is? The amount of gas soluble in solution is directly proportional to the partial pressure present over the surface of liquid, is known as Henry's law. The same experiment can done by his contemporary person, that is Dalton. He also explained, he given one more relation. He told solubility of gas versus its mole fraction. So later this definition we can change like this. Okay. The partial pressure of the gas over the surface of liquid is directly proportional to the mole fraction of gas in solution. Mole fraction of gas in solution means P proportional to the X. Here P is nothing but partial pressure of the gas over surface of liquid, where X or K is the mole fraction of gas. Mole fraction of gas, it indicates mole fraction of gas in solution. According to Henry's law, final definition what's it? Partial pressure of the gas over the surface of liquid is directly proportional to mole fraction of the gas in solution, is known as Henry's law. So this is to remove the proportionality, we are using proportionality constant. What that is? K suffix H, KH into X. Here KH we call Henry's constant. KH we call as Henry's constant. Is it clean? Henry's constant KH is equal to X taken to this end. P by X means Henry's constant directly proportional to the pressure, inversely proportional to mole fraction of gas in solution. Here solubility indicated by mole fraction of gas in solution. Carefully see. Here units of KH, pressure units. Pressure units is nothing but KH units. If the KH value increases, solubility of gas decreases. Which gases having a higher KH value or Henry's constant, their solubility is very less. Which gases having a less KH value, they are more soluble in solvents. Already we've seen Henry's law. P is equal to KH into X. P proportional to X. Sir, when you draw the graph for pressure versus mole fraction of solute, here you see partial pressure of HCl. Partial pressure of HCl gas we are going to see some HCl in torrs. Pressure units I am taking torrs, and mole fraction of HCl gas in solution. I am going to draw the curves plotted between partial pressure of HCl gas versus mole fraction of HCl gas in solution. If we draw the curve, straight line obtained, it is passing through origin. This is like this curve is obtained. And here what when pressure increases, mole fraction of HCl in solution will increase. Based on this, what you are understanding, with increase in pressure, mole fraction of with increasing pressure, solubility of gas also increases. Here slope is equal to Henry's constant. Is it clear? Next, limitations. Limitations of Henry's law. Before going to the limitations of Henry's law, what are the favorable conditions for the solubility of gas in liquid? One is low temperature is favorable for the So more soluble gases in liquids. Second one, high pressure is favorable for more soluble of gases in liquids. High pressure, low temperature, both these are favorable for more soluble gases in liquids. Carefully see, sir. And here, according to Henry's law, pressure and solubility relation is given. With increasing pressure, what will happen? Solubility of gases increases. That is the main point. Carefully see. When this Henry's law is applicable means pressure is not very high. If you go extreme high pressure, there is no relation. This law is not applicable. Second point, temperature is not very low. If the temperature at very low temperature, with increase, this law is not applicable. Third one, gas do not form any compound with solvent. Means there is no reaction between gas and solvent. If the gas and solvent, if the reaction will apply, if the reaction takes place, this law is not applicable. With increasing pressure, without increasing pressure, no change in solubility. Means if the reaction takes place between gas and solvent, in that case, Henry's law is not applicable. Third one, gas do not undergoes dissociation. In this limits only Henry's law will work out. If the pressure is not very high, if the high means not applicable Henry's law, temperature is not very low, gas do not form any compound with solvent, gas do not undergoes dissociation. Under these limits, Henry's law will be worked out. Applications of Henry's law. What are the applications are there? We have to see, sir. In generally, cool drinks or soft drinks or aerated water. CO2 dissolved under high pressure means that cool drinks or soft drinks are sealed at a high pressure to dissolve more CO2 gas inside. Reason in cool drinks what there? Water plus CO2, soda water plus CO2, it forms H2CO3 liquid. Means at a high pressure CO2 dissolved inside the water. If the pressure increases, it forms like this. When pressure decreases, comes out. That's why first application in soft drinks and cool drinks, CO2 gas dissolved and sealed under high pressure. Next one, come to the scuba divers case. Scuba divers means they are going to deep sea divers. Deep sea divers, while going inside the sea, they are carrying here oxygen cylinder, gas cylinder. Is it clear? Generally that oxygen gas cylinder contain major part N2 and O2 gas. This N2 gas and O2 gas cylinder, N2 plus O2 gas cylinder, they are carrying. Suppose while inhalating, when they are going in deep sea, they are taking this one. What will happen? This N2 gas also dissolved in blood due to high pressure in deep sea. If that person, scuba divers, when comes out the surface of water, body pressure will be decreases. Then blood dissolved N2, again it is comes out from the blood. While coming out, when dissolved oxygen comes out from the blood, what will happen? It forms bubbles in capillary tubes. in capillaries it forms the bubbles. It is a very severe pain situation. This is severe medical condition. This is we call bends. What we call, sir? Bends. What is bends? If they are carrying normal gas cylinder, what will happen when deep sea divers goes in depth of the sea? At their high pressure will be there. At high pressure, body pressure increases, N2 gas dissolved in water. If that person comes out surface of water, body pressure decreases, then dissolved N2 comes out from the blood. That dissolved nitrogen comes out as a bubbles. These bubbles creates very pain-tick situation, that is we call as bends. This bends, to avoid this gas is diluted along with N2 O2, they are adding helium. Helium gas, when you are adding along with these two gases, nitrogen dissolved in blood at high pressure also decreases. Here this is we are using 11.7 percentage, 56.2 percentage, 32.1 percentage. These O2 gas, these gases we are taking, then this problem will be avoided. Next, third application, what's in here? Mountain climbers. If it goes high altitude, at that places pressure is very less. When pressure is less, dissolved oxygen quantity will decreases in blood. Then what will happen? Their proper thinking capacity will decreases in that person's. That situation we called anoxia. The situation is called anoxia. Anoxia means at a low pressure, dissolved oxygen is less. They are unable to proper thinking. They are very slow. That situation we call as anoxium. At a deep sea divers at a high pressure, N2 dissolved in blood, that problem we call bends. To avoid the bends, diluted gas, helium, nitrogen, oxygen in this ratio, 11.7% helium, 56.2% N2, 32.1% oxygen gas mixture where they are carrying scuba divers. At high pressure, CO2 dissolved. When pressure decreases, CO2 comes out from the water. Just to understand that one, while opening a cool drink bottle, what will happen? With the sound, CO2 gas will be expelled out. These are the applications of Henry's law.